Very quickly in the beginning, one administrative thing for the international students. There was a scheduling error that the international office had scheduled an excursion on Friday in parallel to the finale, so that excursion will be moved to a later date. It will still happen, but not in parallel to the finale. That was a question we had before. Before we now go into your works and the next steps, did by any chance anybody so far learn anything? Okay, these guys learned something. What did you learn? Okay, this is that's the right moment. Okay. No.
So at the first place, the sushi is really good.
Okay.
And from the group work, I learned that it is really difficult to choose the best idea.
Yeah.
Because they're very different, and you can't say this is the only best one or this one, because each has another sector of the market.
Yeah. I understand they are sort of in different categories.
Yes, and we had to choose the most innovative one.
How did you do that then? Each of you had to choose individually, I guess, somehow. So how did you make that decision?
Yes, we changed our decision in the time.
Okay.
So in the first time we choose three of our three best.
Yeah.
And then we wanted to choose general the best one.
Yeah.
But after a time, everybody.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah.
Recognized that yes. After the next round, everybody wants another idea.
Sure.
To the best.
Yeah. How did you resolve it in the end? How did you get to a conclusion?
After time, everybody wants just one idea.
Okay, so you have one idea in your team now.
Yes.
Very
the best
good.
one.
Who has more than one idea in the team and has gone through a different process? Anybody who had no issues in deciding whatsoever? No. Yes? Because you had only one idea in the team? No. No. No, keep telling.
Now, we have two ideas, and I think it was quite difficult because, for me I had to learn to lose because my idea was at the end too bad, but it was hard because you could see that everybody tried the best. So actually we had, I think, 5 good ideas, and then it was quite difficult to choose 2 of them because we had two votes. So really I learned to lose, and but now it's
how does it feel?
Yeah, but now it's I'm really sad, but now it's okay. We lose like half of the team is like the loser, but we have now to reunion and to go for the last two ideas and try the best. And at the end we Jordan.
Because this is not about winning or losing. This is about winning all together. And
exactly so we want to win together, to go together to Jordan.
So who did learn something else? Yeah, go ahead.
So there was basically one thing I learned today, and that's if you just get crazy and play around with your thoughts, the best ideas will be born. So just get crazy, sit together, talk about some crap, talk about crazy shit like, well, let's kill all old people, and then you say things about, no, that's not possible, but maybe one point is still good for another idea and will bring you further on.
Yeah, there's a big truth in that. If you guys are always pragmatic nothing will come out of it.
That's the point.
Yeah? And this is not only true for creative development, it's true in the recruiting process and everything. If you see candidates for certain jobs, and there is somebody who really did everything right and didn't step out of the line, and it's very clear, has been very focused, this is not half as interesting as somebody who has specifically made a point out of jumping high, failing, trying again, going further. So there's a big deal of truth in what you just said, both in achieving something like this assignment, but also for life. We are not anymore looking for humans that can work like machines. We are looking for humans that can make a difference that machines can never make. Good point. Somebody else has a comment. I am learning how to use the sound system, but we are getting better. When Startwoche is over, you'll be able to hear me. Yeah.
I thought it was interesting to see how, of course, in the end, when you only have two ideas, other people have to work on ideas that they didn't come up with. But I thought it was really cool to see how they get really interested and intrigued by the idea and how they keep furthering it, and yeah, how people can get really excited about something that they can be part of and that they can change as well, even though they didn't think of it, and how that just makes it a lot better.
Cool. So you're a good team, apparently. Very good. Any other comments? You have a comment? Can you pass it on to the lady in the center?
Yeah, we completed with actually two ideas as well, but they, like, all ideas were quite equal. Like actually every suggestion had nearly the same voices, but I think working in a group makes acceptance easier because of course you want to develop the best idea, but then if you know that you're going to vote, you can accept the results better, although it's not much better than the other ones.
There's a reason why democratic societies choose to vote. This depersonalization that happens on essential decision making is key for those who lose to actually accept what's going on. And it's a beautiful platform for allowing everybody to move ahead. There's really a big truth also in that. Cool. You have a comment? Or you're just holding the mic? No. Anybody else wants to say anything? Who had big fights? Was there a team that had big fights? Or are you a fighting generation? I don't believe that. Yes. Can you? We have your. Don't throw. Yeah. Thank you.
I wouldn't call it a big fight, but when we were in a small group, we didn't agree on a few points at all. So we had to discuss very long, kind of lost track of time. So in the end, we had really not that much time to actually write down what we then came up with. So that's what happened.
So did you have a compromise on the end, and it one person win that? That comment comes in a second.
We did come to a compromise, but I got the feeling that in the end, none of us was really satisfied. So maybe it wasn't so awesome. But yeah.
So maybe the process you embarked on by getting compromise was not good, because first you waste time, and second thing, nobody is happy with compromise. This is what you're saying?
Well, no. not that exactly. I mean, in the end, we worked it out in the next progress round, but for a certain amount of time, it was that way. Yeah.
Is there anybody from that same team who has a different experience? Or do you consider that unfair? No. Okay. What is important in this exercise is that you turn around the ideas you have. And that they debate from different perspectives, that you add different components, different personal experience, different doubts, and it's like an onion, you make off, and at some point you will arrive to the truth. Are there any teams here that do not have one idea at the minimum left? You have no idea. This was something. So every team, because I couldn't check that for every team has managed to submit at least one idea. Correct? Good. So what are we going to do with this now? Can I have clicker get into the presentation? When you present your story tomorrow evening for the first time, and hopefully Friday a second time, you will be talking to people who do not know you and who do not know your story at all. In order to do that, it's usually helpful to prepare a presentation that speaks by itself if somebody looks at it visually, but that gets more relevant and interesting if it is supported, supplemented, complemented by you giving this presentation. So when you tell a story, it's really important that you take the problem apart. You can't nail pudding on the wall and describe everything at once. But what you can do is you can take it apart and look each component, whatever these components may be individually. Sounds silly, totally simple, totally obvious, but it is very complicated to do. In terms of house, it's quite easy to comprehend that there's different components. In terms of your ideas, it might not be that clear to determining what these components are. You need to talk about when you describe your idea. Is the first thing to figure out. What are the determinants? What does it really make special? In doing so, when you put it on slides, you want to consider two things. There's a factual component, so you are typically putting on slides information that you not repeat when you already presented. Some numbers, background information, sources, a very rational, structured approach to information. But it's also, and maybe even more so, you want the slide to implicitly communicate visually what you explicitly trying to say. So if you have something in mind, you are creating an image that nicely represents it, that's intuitively understandable. There's many examples how to not do that. There's many examples how to do it. The trick is to get these two things nicely intertwined. So to have the factual information you would want to communicate and present it visually in a way that supports the message you are trying to get out.
Now, this is a particularly inspiring example to ensure that nobody will even want to listen what you are saying. So somebody here is trying to show how some percentages of man years within a company are split up. This is nothing you would ever want to put on a slide, and the visual representation doesn't understand and doesn't help you see anything you want to do. If you have to communicate around numbers, think about how to only show those that matter and make those that do matter readable. Then, as a general trick, it is very good to write on the top of the slide one sentence that describes the key message. So people know what to look for. It's not commonly done, but it really helps a lot. The one complete English or German sentence on the top. The demand for sun cream has more than doubled in the last 5 years. Everybody understands what to look for, and it helps people read what you do. The second thing that's important is you give the information where you have the information from. You add a source. If you cooked it up, you write source team. If there is a source, you write it down. And everything else is really your free choice. So what you want to do is, you want to create a sequence of 3 slides that describes your business idea, your social business idea, your civic society intervention idea to somebody who doesn't know it, in a way that both the number side and the conceptual side are easily conceivable. This is not about being right, but this is actually about addressing the person you are trying to talk to. I think this is doable, and if you stick to these easy requests we have, to put a line on top, a sentence that says, this is what the main message of my slide is, and you please put the sources in the bottom, anything else you can do, however you want to do it and whatever comes up to your mind, and you make sure that these 3 slides you are doing encompass almost everything you want to say. Then you did a really cool job. That's the trick. There's a second thing we would like you to do. The second thing we like you to do is to do 2 so-called mood boards. Totally different approach. Mood boards are not there to tell the story. Mood boards are there to communicate the touch and feel, the emotional essence of what you are trying to tell. This is how advertising agencies usually start in working when they develop a campaign, that you try to understand what is the essence of the communication you want to do. It's not photos of the product or photos of people using it. It's imagery that shows the mood you want to get across for a particular idea. And in doing so, please be so kind to start with the photos you made on Monday. And if they are not sufficient, make more. You'll have time. Now, this is something that you can start today and you can elaborate further on as we go through tomorrow for the presentation development. So So what we will ask you to do is something very simple. Create a story of 3 slides for each of your ideas left in a team. Create a mood board of 2 pages. So what you would normally do is you would break up the team, and one half works on the photographic/mood board side, one half works on the creating the storyline, or you find another way of distributing the work so that it's meaningful. Important for the upload is that you combine everything then in one PDF file before uploading it. There is no need to use PowerPoint. You can use any program you want. Whatever freeware, commercial software you have, you can do it in handwriting, photograph it and put it in. This is not about the method to use a computer. Important is that in the end you upload one PDF file of what you have. This is what we like you to do, and my proposal is that we actually let you go now, do this, and then we reconvene a little bit earlier so that we have time to jointly look at a few of those before we end the day, rather than making a elevator pitch presentation session now. Any question? Yeah. No. If you have 2 ideas in your team, you have to upload 2. So this is for each of the ideas. Sorry, this is not, you are 100% right. In this assignment, we ask you for each of your ideas. A, create a story of 3 slides. B, create a mood board and combine everything into one PDF file. So very valid question. If you have 2 ideas, you upload 2 files. If you have 1 idea, you upload 1 file. Does it clarify for everybody? What do we want? This is now 3:30. Originally, we are expected to convene here. This is getting a running joke. Originally, we are expected to convene here at 6 o'clock. So I think we should meet at 5:30, which makes the deadline for upload 5:20 or something like that for this cohort. No, they are doing a longer session now. They have the same time. We can have another half an hour of plenary here, but I would like to send you to your team. So every team has the same time. It's just at different slots where the teamwork happens.
But you said we can go on working on this the next day?
Yes, it will continue. We'll have a pulse check today. So, one more thing, just to be very clear. Other than written on anybody's agenda, we are meeting here at 5:30 and not at 6 o'clock. We will look at a few of your proposals then, conclusively. The people at Vamos have the same time to work. They are just starting half an hour later and ending half an hour later. Good luck. See you then. Thanks.